What is the value of x in x to the x to the x to some amount of x's with a final root x equals 0.5? Well, we need just one observation here, and the amount of times it exponentiates doesn't actually matter. It can be 5, 2000, 500, or whatever amount of times you want. So firstly, let's go on with a simpler example of root 2 to the root 2 equals 2 equals x. Wait, what did I even just say? Okay, anyways, this equation equals x. So you solve it going from top down. So root 2 squared is equal to 2. So you just cascade that equation down and you have it that x equals 2. Now, it doesn't matter how many times you exponentiate it since it just cascades down. So even if you do it 100 times, it will still equal 2. So let's swap x and root 2 this time. So this equation, you already know it's gonna be root 2, you just solved it. But what about this equation? How would you solve it? Well, let's start by assuming that x cube equals 3. Because if it is false, we will have some contradiction later on, which I just can't explain why we are assuming this. So let's see. Let's take our equation, which is a lot of x's, and now taking this equation that we've assumed, we can see that the last term is 3, and once again this entire thing just keeps cascading down until we have our condition that x cube equals 3. So x must be the cube root of 3. So now we can finally tackle our final problem. Firstly, let's start by using our technique of taking the final term and equating it. Now here, why we have taken it is because we can write it as x to the 1 by 2 and this thing also as 1 by 2. So you can probably see the correlation here. So we have the simple equation and x equals 1 by 4. Now you can verify this by plugging it into a simpler example and you will find that this is in fact correct.